Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News for March 8, 2016. The Department of Justice has recently expanded its investigation of the psychiatric hospital Arbour-HRI to 4 other hospitals in the state, including Attleboro's Arbour-Fuller Hospital. The 5 hospitals under investigation are part of the Arbour Health System, which is owned by Universal Health Services. The Boston Globe reported that the investigation is for possible billings fraud, something revealed in a recent filing by Universal Health Services to the Securities and Exchange Commission. The other hospitals affected are Arbour Hospital in Jamaica Plain, Pembroke Hospital, and the Westwood Lodge. When asked, an Arbour representative declined to comment. Bristol County Sheriff Thomas Hodgson made a stop to the Larson Senior Center yesterday morning. There he spoke with seniors about the current state of homeland security. He spoke with us about the presentation.
We're at the Council on Aging facility in Attleboro, Massachusetts, to talk about the emerging threat and the elevated threat of terrorist attacks within the United States and how we can prevent them. Given the fact that we know that the threats have increased, we know that by moving out of Iraq as quickly as we did, as much as we wanted to minimize the losses for our families here in the United States, that it really was too quick and allowed the area to become unstable and provide an opportunity for Al-Qaeda and ISIS to start to move in and give them the additional power that they've had and the elevated threat that we're facing. There's always fallout anytime because, and particularly when you get over into the Middle East with the different tribal cultures that are there and the long histories they've had of fighting with one another, that it makes it more volatile because there is some sense that by some that why are they entering into our fight? But the truth of the matter is the world has become very complex with regards to stability in the regions and how they ultimately will impact us both from an economic standpoint and from political considerations with long-term outcomes. I think our culture has always been one of by and large, forgiveness, kindness, wanting to believe in the good of people because we live in a free society and we're able to, by and large, get along for the most part with most people. And so I think that's sort of a core belief within our society that people don't want to lose. So they tend to want to believe that maybe it's all over, we saw the worst of the worst, and things will get better. But the reality is you have to really understand the motivation and the culture of our enemy to recognize that that's not something that they're going to forget. They have been very diligent and very patient about making sure that ultimately their goal is met. Well, political correctness has really, I think, more impacted people within the communities, our citizens, who we really need to rely on to be able to be as effective as we possibly can in our law enforcement efforts to keep our communities safe. So yes, it has sort of changed people's attitudes and feeling that they can't say certain things because they might be targeted for profiling or what have you, when in fact they're instinctively correct in their feelings when they see something that's a problem, but are, for whatever reasons, with the political correctness, pervasiveness we've seen, holding back with some of the information that otherwise could be really helpful to us.
That's it for today's update. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.